Hello everyone, I am Nikita Sohane, Assistant Professor, Modern Institute of Pharmaceutical Sciences, Indore. This video lecture is meant for B Pharma 8th semester. The topic of today's lecture is directly compressible vehicles. Introduction. These are the diluents or fillers which are designed to make up the required bulk for the tablet. That means the drug only active pharmaceutical ingredient cannot be compressed into a dosage form or into a tablet. So we have to use various bulking agent, inactive ingredients, various diluents, fillers and other ingredients also to compress a tablet. These are the inactive ingredients which are added in the active pharmaceutical ingredients. They are generally derivatives of starch, cellulose and used in the direct compression of tablet. The tablet is manufactured by three different processes: wet granulation, dry granulation and direct compression. So the ingredients or the vehicles we are studying in this lecture are used for means of direct compression technique for the manufacturing of tablets. Requirement of a good directly compressible vehicle. It should be non-toxic and acceptable to the regulatory agencies like US FDA and WHO. Its cost must be low. It should be physiologically inert. It must be color compatible and a good stability, and it control the particle size. That means by adding the particular excipient, the particle size should not be increased, otherwise it will decrease the rate of absorption. And it has a good flow ability. Flow ability is basically meant when the powder is filling into die cavities. So for compression of tablet, flow ability of any powder or the mix is good. What is direct compression? Direct compression is a method of tableting in which the blend of ingredients is directly compressed into the punching machine. That means it does not include any wet granulation or dry granulation techniques. The compression mix contains the active pharmaceutical ingredient blended with one or more excipient. The excipients may include binder, filler, diluent, disintegrant and lubricants. Advantages of direct compression: more economic compared to wet granulation since it requires fewer unit operation. Drying and granulating and pre-mixing stage are omitted in this method. Documentation and validation requirement are reduced. It requires less equipment and less space and less time. Lower power consumption, less labor leading to reduce the production cost of tablet. More suitable for moisture and heat sensitive drug. It eliminates the wetting and drying step. Lower microbial contamination and faster drug release. These are some advantages of directly compressible tablets. Disadvantages of direct compression are segregation because of different density of active pharmaceutical ingredient and excipient. The dry state of material during mixing may induce static charge and leads the segregation. Due to this, problem like wet variation, content uniformity may occur in the final dosage form. Active pharmaceutical ingredients that have poor flow property and low bulk density is difficult to process by this method. Direct compression excipients are costly because these are prepared by spray drying, fluidized bed drying, roller drying, or co-crystallization. Classification of directly compressible vehicles are disintegrants and poor flow. Example, microcrystalline cellulose, starch, free flowing material that do not disintegrate, dicalcium phosphate dihydrate, free flowing powders that disintegrate by dissolution, lactose, sucrose, dextrose, sorbitol, mannitol, co-processed excipients like ludipress. Disintegrants and poor flow. Microcrystalline cellulose is a partially depolymerized cellulose which is prepared by treating a cellulose by mineral acids and produce a bundle of needle-like microcrystals. It is white crystalline powder which is odorless, colorless, tasteless. Most useful filler for direct compression. The compatibility of microcrystalline decreases with reduction in its moisture content. Disintegrant and poor flow. Second, starch. Good compatibility. Starch 1500. It is a form of pre-gelatinized starch that has been modified to make it more compressible and flowable in character. It is useful because of good binding and disintegrant property, high moisture content 12 to 13%, as it accelerates the decomposition of moisture sensitive drugs. Free flowing materials that do not disintegrate, dicalcium phosphate dihydrate. It is a filler produced by a complicated procedure using phosphoric acid and slagged lime. It has low cost and desirable flow. It is used in vitamin mineral supplements because it contains high calcium and phosphate content. Rapidly and completely penetrate by lipid. Free flowing powders that disintegrate by dissolution. Lactose, natural disaccharide, 4.6% of cow's milk. Lactose present in different polymorph depending on the crystallization conditions, that is A and B lactose. Most popular as a tablet filler. Lactose derivative, A-lactose monohydrate. It is a hard crystal which is non-hygroscopic. It has excellent physical and chemical stability. It has good water solubility but poor binding property and good flow availability. Sucrose. Sucrose used as a filler in tablet. It is also used as a co-crystallized sucrose with 3% modified dextrine. It has good flow property. Need glidant only above 50% relative humidity. Accelerant color stability. Dextrose. It is crystallized. Dextrose contains 3 to 5% of maltose. Moisture content 9%. Available in anhydrous and hydrous product. It is highly compatible. At 75% relative humidity, it becomes quite hygroscopic. It has good flow availability and filler binder property. Sorbitol affect the compatibility and stability. Moisture content 0.5 to 2%. Mostly used in chewable tablet. It has cool taste, so used in sugar-free mints. It is hygroscopic. Need of lubricant when moisture content exceeds 2% in the formulation. Mannitol, it is used where complete solubility is required. It is costly, used as a filler in chewable tablet, and it is non-hygroscopic. It also has cooling mouthfeel. Maltodextrin, it is highly compatible, completely soluble, low hygroscopicity. Co-processed excipients. Ludipress. It consisting of three components: a filler, a binder, and a disintegrant. That exact concentration of its constituents are a lactose monohydrate 93.4%, polyvinyl pyrrolidine 3.2%, cross povidone 3.4%, and it has a excellent flow availability. Thank you.